This is the Jazz08, also known as Jeremy the Jedi Guillory, and I'm here to give you a full recap of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Just so you know, this is my first ever review of a WWE pay-per-view review, so I'm just trying to get some more reviews on YouTube. Everyone knows how big of a WWE fan I am. And even though I missed the first pre-show match of tonight, I can pretty much tell you that this was a pretty exciting pay-per-view from start to finish, but I'll get on with the review. So let's get started with the pre-show. Alright, the first match of the night was pre-show. It pitted the Usos against the WWE Tag Team Champions, The Shield. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. I did not get a chance to see this match, but I can tell you this much. The Shield won. I don't know how else to say this, but the Shield actually pulled it off, and I can't say how much the WWE actually outbeat me here, but because I didn't see this, I missed it completely. Because when I went out to look for it, I found out that it had already happened and the show was starting. My bad. So, yeah. Shield wins and retains. Immediately, starting off the actual pay-per-view, the real pay-per-view, this was the very first match. I was wrong about the Ryback Chris Jericho match being the first match, but this was the first match of the night. It was the World Heavyweight Championship Money in the Bank match with Damien Sandow, Wade Barrett, Cody Rhodes, Dean Ambrose, Fandango, Jack Swagger, and Antonio Cesaro. And from what I can say, this picture here is cutting off looks like Wade Barrett. How the hell did that happen? So anyway, I did manage to watch this match and all the way throughout the rest, and it was pretty entertaining. I mean, most of these guys had a fairly equal shot. As far as I could tell, Swagger and Cesaro, since they are currently a pretty big team, they had a good and early quick start. And then Fandango had a shot at it, but he was taken out pretty early. So, he really didn't do much in it, which was kind of a disappointment to me, of course. Dean Ambrose had a fairly decent matchup here in this match, I'll say, for the most part. I mean, he even brought the Shield in and tried to work it to his advantage, but also Wade Barrett had almost grabbed the briefcase, but he fell short. But then comes Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes had a huge advantage. the biggest advantage out of everyone to get it. Unfortunately, as he was getting the briefcase, he had it in his hands, he was about to unhook it. Damien Sandow comes out of nowhere and just pushes him off the ladder and grabs the briefcase and wins. This shows that there has been a turn on one of them, on Cody Rhodes, and that they are going to be battling each other. It's going to be Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow feud really, really soon. I predict that come tomorrow night, Monday night, or even on Friday night, something's going to happen between those two where a big falling out is going to happen, all because of this fallout. Sorry, that's the reflex. Fallout, yeah. Again, I was wrong. They beat me to this and things, and outdid my prediction for this one. Curtis Axel defeated The Miz in a pretty good match. I mean, if you ask me, Curtis Axel, first off, what The Miz did was take out Paul Heyman. He took Paul Heyman out of the picture. And then Curtis Axel still managed to beat him. I literally could not believe what I saw, but yes, Curtis Axel still the Intercontinental Champion. Good fucking job. AJ Lee versus Caitlyn for the Divas Championship. I was very mildly disappointed in this, but you know, they did say early on that Caitlyn did injure her elbow Friday night from a spear and things, which kind of made me feel doubtful, and AJ went right for that arm. I mean, literally just went berserk on injuring that arm, and you know, even Caitlyn speared her, but she still made the arm worse, and AJ put in the Black Widow and won the match via submission. Again, very disappointing match. Ryback versus Jericho. Where do I need to start on this? It started fairly balanced. If you ask me, fairly balanced. And, you know, I would have to say that, you know, given Ryback had pretty much injured his legs recently, he did a pretty good job in it. But, yeah, Chris Jericho had a pretty good advantage here. And, yeah, I mean, it was a fairly entertaining match, but unfortunately Ryback did come on top. And I can't really remember who I said was going to win. I think it was Chris Jericho, but anyway, thank you, Ryback. You did a pretty good job, good comeback. I'm applauding you. Good job. Ryback won the match. Del Rio versus Ziggler. Okay. This is going to get complicated, but let's start out with how they came out. I believe it was going to take me a second to remember. It was Del Rio that came out first, and then Ziggler. Right out of the gate, it went back and forth. Both guys had a pretty good advantage, and they would not let down from each other. This is a pretty big feud that's going on pretty soon. But like I said previously, something's going to happen. And right when Ziggler was about to capitalize, AJ came out. Literally. AJ comes out and disrupts everything. She distracts him throughout the rest of the match. And then, right when he gets the distraction out of him, and he's focusing in on Alberto Del Rio, he's about to give him the zigzag, and AJ goes into the ring, hits Del Rio with the Divas Championship. Disqualification. Del Rio wins. Like I said, something's going to happen that is going to come in Del Rio's advantage, and that was it. My prediction is that AJ and Ziggler's relationship is coming to a small end soon. Because a face superstar cannot coexist in a relationship with a heel diva. It's not going to happen anytime soon. So, sorry. Relationship's over. And she cost him the championship. And I don't know if this feud is going to carry on for the next pay-per-view, but all I can say is that if they are going to continue it, they're going to put in a slight hold soon, because they're probably going to put Ziggler in a different matchup, maybe with Big E Langston, maybe, I don't know, but you know, all I can say is that yeah, and if Damien Sandow wants to cash in his Money in the Bank, he's got to turn face, or even Del Rio's got to turn face. Something's got to happen for him to do it, but I can guarantee you that sooner or later, Cody Rhodes is going to get involved somehow or another in that decisive decision. Maybe, just maybe, Cody Rhodes is going to go for the championship soon. Who knows? But yeah, for right now, Del Rio is indeed still the World Heavyweight Champion. Okay, we all need a bathroom break eventually, right? Well, when I looked at the time, it was right at 9 o'clock when this match hit. And, you know, I kind of thought that, you know, at least one of these matches ended a little bit too early. Maybe it was the Jericho Ryback match, maybe it was the Intercontinental, or even the Divas match that ended too early, but still, this one started way too soon, because I could just tell that there were like 2 matches left. At the point of the Del Rio one, the Del Rio one, I could tell that it was going to be that match, then John Cena, and finally the Money in the Bank ladder match for the WWE title. And, you know, right when they came out, I just went like, man, I gotta go take a piss. So I did. Missed a small portion of it. And from what I could tell, Mark Henry tried his best to get an early advantage. And he was still trying to do it, but when I got back, John Cena had the momentum, and he had a hard time giving Mark Henry the AA, and right when he did, Mark Henry kicked out. So what happened next is that John Cena tries to I thought John Cena was going to give him the leg drop, but no, he tries to go for body splash. And going against Mark Henry, we all know what's going to happen there. World's Strongest Slam. Cena kicks out. Cena goes for the STF. First time, doesn't work. Second time, he goes for the ropes. John Cena pulls him back, and Henry John Cena won by submission due to the STF. I mean, that was a good way to kill some time, but still, Cena won. Again, I did predict that one correctly. Kudos to everything. And yeah, Cena's the champion. And we are about to find out who, for those of you who have not done any research or anything, or even watched the thing, I'm about to show you who won the Money in the Bank contract for the WWE Championship. Our next WWE Champion, who could be putting their contract against none other than John Cena. This is going to revamp a big rivalry, and it is none other than Randy Orton. That's right, folks. Randy Orton is Mr. Money in the Bank. Now, if you recall, a few maybe years ago, Randy Orton and John Cena had a pretty big, huge rivalry. I mean, they're friends now, but you know, this was indeed one of the biggest rivalries in the WWE. And you know, this shows that it's coming back. Now, I'm sure you're probably wondering about this picture. It was very hard for me to find a picture, an up-to-date picture of this one matchup, because every single one of them still had Kane, and Kane was not cleared to compete. So what I had to do was go into the paint while I was editing all these pictures and things, and I tried to crop them out. Wouldn't do any good. So what I just said was, screw it, black him out. So that big black shadow is Kane being blacked out, but you can probably just say, yeah, instead of that, just say that it's Randy Orton shadow, because Randy Orton did indeed win Mr. Money in the Bank for the World Heavyweight Championship. And you know, that put me put my pick for Rob Van Dam in a very disappointing procedure there. I guess that's I guess that's the best way that I could put it right now. But yeah. Randy Orton's Mr. Money in the Bank, which would mean a big rivalry matchup to come between John Cena and Randy Orton again. Even though they agree not to face each other ever again, they're facing each other again. Randy Orton has his chance now to turn heel against John Cena. And it's going to be very exciting to see Monday night Randy Orton cashing in his Money in the Bank contract on John Cena. I would love to see that. It may not happen, but still, I would love to see it and cause a John Cena versus Randy Orton at SummerSlam. John Cena has no one else to face right now for SummerSlam, and that is the #1 person I think we would all love to see again. John Cena, Randy Orton, WWE Championship, SummerSlam.